This is one of my sketchbooks that I have. The premium one, 160 pages. So this is when Sun and Moon came out. I was trying to draw some Pokemon. I believe it's when Alolan Raichu was shown. Pyukumuku. I just drew a Finneon. Igglybuff. I think I wanted an Igglybuff on my team, or the Pyukumuku. I know I wanted the Alolan Raichu on my team. This is some team members from my first Pokémon Sun and Moon game. This is the original Aria. Pop-Tart. A Flareon, but I actually have also a Pop-Tart from my X and Y series. That's Fennekin, Custard, Wigglytuff. This is Jerry, the Alolan Persian. So I named him after Tom and Jerry, but Jerry the cat, he's silver. He was one of my final team members for Sun and Moon. I don't think Custard was, and Pop-Tart might have been on my team for a bit. It's supposed to be Jerry as a human, or Moimon. Choppy the Machop. I think this might have been the one you get as a trade in Gen 2. No, it's either Gen 2. I think you get a Machop named Choppy as a nickname. Some Kirby drawings. Kirby with milk. Cookie. Kirby sleeping. Kirby dressed up as a little dog. Kirby, this should be the one Kirby or the Twin Star Kirby with the Jester hat. And I believe Beam Star Rod. This is Why Not with Crayola pencils, and I think just Copic Mark. Not Copic Mark, yeah. I think Soccer Micron markers. Just a Chansey I drew. I figured just holding a Bonsly plush, so it's kind of like Brock's Bonsly and his Happiny, but if she was a Chansey. This is a t-shirt design I thought would be cool for Alolan Marowak. Have his head in the front, his main bone in the background, and then have two different color flames around it, or it could be embroidered. I kind of really like it. Just in pencil. Just random stuffed animals I was thinking of, but like how you draw them as a pattern. So like a cat, a dog, trying to figure out how a fox would look like, a rabbit, and like a fish. Kind of like a flat 2D plushie, not like a really 3D one. Smeargle, I think I drew his tail too long. And then there's actually two to three shades of green in his tail. This is all just Crayola as well, Crayola Micron pen. Just some random, I think I was trying to draw Barbie clothes. Winter boots, sweaters, butterfly hairpins, t-shirt, a dress, a sweater, maybe like a pillow, a handmade blanket, some jeans. And I think I was trying to use these colors, like an outdoor kind of outfit, a butterfly necklace. I think this was supposed to be a bracelet, and I don't know if this was supposed to be earrings or a hair clip with like a bunch of loops on it, like fur boots, but with like straps across them. It's supposed to be like a flower, striped pants, and shoulder dress. This is, I believe, the Celebrate Magikarp I got in a Wonder Trade for either Sun and Moon or when Ultra Sun and Moon came out. So I still have it. So it's a magic art that actually has Celebrate. But anytime you use it in battle, I think it increases your ability to get money during a trade or a fight. It's just Ghosts Are Us. So kind of like Ghostbusters, but Pokemon that are ghosts that defeat other ghost Pokemon. So you got Ghastly, and then just regular Litwick. Milotic, all in Crayola, color pencils, Micron pens. So I kind of really like how I did the scales on her. And then trying to make sure I got the scales similar to how it is on Feebas and the official Pokemon artwork. And these are just microns, so I just did them in complete black right here for her gills. This might have been after, yeah, this was after, I think Sun and Moon already came out. Night, Lycanroc, Rock Rough, and then Day, Rock and Rough. This is the one I chose for my form. When I got my Rock Rough, I just evolved it during Sun. This should be, I think, my Incineroar. I know that's supposed to be my Blastoise. Basher. And Incineroar, I can't remember what his name is, but I might still have them in my Pokemon Bank, I think. I'll have to remember what their names are. I know this is my second playthrough. I think I used Incineroar instead of Popplio. Just some Pokemon. I think this might have been just random Pokemon I picked from Alola. Or a couple ones I like from the Pokemon series. Eevee, Rowlet, Pukumuku, Elekid. Unless they might have been my team members. Just a random Marshtomp. I think I was going to draw a Vulpix here. Kind of like Brock's team. So like Mudkip, Vulpix. And then I think a few other of his Pokemon, I think. This was, I think I was trying to come up with an Animal Crossing character. It's like a short ear dog. Like front view. He's angry, and then like a side view. These are just some characters I made for like, I guess my own TV show. It was a cartoon. So it's called City Dogs Pawvilles. So you got 5 dogs so far. So you got Scruff, who's a Yorkie Terrier. Domino, who's a Dalmatian. Kevin, who's supposed to be a Doberman. Sushi's supposed to be like a short Corgi. Fridge is supposed to be like a Husky. A white Husky. But I did change up their designs a bit, so... Domino has 5 dots as his birthmark. 2 on his ears. Scruff is brown on top, but bottom of her fur is black. Yeah, Fridge, Scruff, Fridge change them to be like a silverish blue white Husky. And what was, yeah, Sushi. I was trying to make Sushi more like a medium-sized Corgi, just not too big. And then this is Charcoal. He's supposed to be like another team member, so he's like a Scotty Terrier, but he's all black though. So him sniffing around, him just standing, him sitting in the front. He sleeps in like a little green bed, dog bed, with a little blanket around him with dog bones and a blue like binding on it. When his fur gets wet, him barking. I think I was trying to make him like 2 friends. Small wiener dog and like a cat. And that's just more of them. Charcoal with his green tennis ball. Fridge just sleeping. Sushi, but I think I made him a little bit too long in here with his legs. He's supposed to be like a short dog. And then here's like another style. Changed up a bit. Charcoal, Scruff, Sushi, Domino, Kevin. So he looks definitely more like a Doberman here than he does. Kind of like an advertisement for magicians. Brave hunters near and far, are you brave enough to face Nergigante? Oh yeah, for Monster Hunt. Nergigante, or feel your very bones melted at the zombie dragons. I can accept major coins and dog bones up front cash as well. Have you ever lost a limb or injuries due to a hunt, psychological or emotional stress out? The purchase Palico insurance, the one insurance that guarantees your loved ones and won't be stuck burning your, I think it says sorry paws as a hunter. We have the perfect imperfection insurance. So it's like you pay the Palicos to make sure you don't die in a monster hunt. There should be, I think, my Mercronian wizard. I have a Wellfit. I don't remember what his name was. Fiona. I think I finally got a Fiona egg. It was either one. I think Heart Gold Soul Silver came out. Or it might have been during Diamond and Pearl or something. The original Diamond and Pearl. And then I just drew a bunch of side arts for Fiona. Fiona with a macaron. Or actually, it might have been a Poffin because I think this was actually during X and Y. Fiona with coffee, Fiona upset, Fiona using, I believe it was just bubble or bubble beam. Fiona trying to sing, similar with like my Alouetta. Fiona sleeping. I think I was trying to draw like a human Abra girl. Or a Cadabra, but her necklace is actually the Twisted Spoon. Just random ideas for like outfits for more dolls. A hat, ruffle skirt, two-tone dress, and maybe like a poodle outfit skirt. A duck and just a chicken hanging out. And there's supposed to be a llama and a cow as brothers. But I think he was supposed to be from the circus, and then he lives on a farm. This is supposed to be, I think, a character I made for Gem and the Holograms. I think they were supposed to be using guitar. I think I was making a, like, what Sarah Aura's hairline would look like, but like on a doll. So long fur, but it would be like, try to map out like where you would put the hair out if you had to reroute a doll for one. And then it would still, he would still have like a ponytail right here at the base to represent his tail. So like green, yellow, green, blue. And then trying to figure out like how it would look like from the side if you had to reroute a doll's hair based on him. These are characters I made. They're supposed to be like given away, so if anyone wants to adopt them, you can. So there's Miu, who's a panda cat. Sherbet, it's like a medium tabby cat with blue eyes. Hooper, who's a yellow Dalmatian with orange eyes. And I can't remember if I was going to name him Blue or something with like the color blue or lavender, but purple eyes, short-eared cat. Terriermon. This is one I had. I do have the Digimon game, Cyber Sleuth. I haven't played it in a while. Koromon. Terriermon was my starter. Frigimon. Devamon, which is pretty good on the team. I think this is using Crayola color markers. But I'm still, using micron pens for the outlines in different sizes. Pokemon Betamon. That should be Beta. Yeah, I had a Pokemon Digivolve into a Betamon, then I had Betamon evolve into a Seizuremon. So I know it's still a while, and then you can definitely evolve him into Mega Seizuremon and then Metal Seizuremon for one of his evolution lines. Some odd, I guess, not mythic creatures, but I try to make my own. Half cat, half bunny. A centaur cat, but he has 2 different size tails and 3 eyes, 2 noses. We took like a sheep, but combined it with a rabbit, so it's even more fluffier. And then just a random fox down here, with just some wings on his back. I think I was playing Mario 3D. I think the one where like you can be like Mario but as a cat, but I think I just drew him like if he had a fox form instead. This is another idea for a character I had. So he's a yellow camel, but he lives out in the desert. So this is Crayon markers again, white gel pen, I believe, for the details in his tie, the coconut tree. Still haven't colored the background yet. Yeah, here he is. I gave him a name, but I can't remember what it was. So his dad is a gray camel. His mom is a yellow horse. So he's a yellow camel, but then his brother became brown, but he takes after their mom. So he takes after their dad, but he gets the color from his mom, and then he takes after their mom, but he gets the coloring from his dad. And he has black hair just like their dad, but he has similar hair to their mom. And he's the oldest brother. He's the youngest. And just maybe some bedding. If he had a bed, it would be like snowflakes, striped sweater if he gets cold. Rotom. So this was Rotom Fridge. I think I was using it on my team, either in Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, or it might have been Black and White or something. It might have been Gen 4, 5, or 6, but I know in my original X and Y, Rotom Fan, I believe, was my original team member. Parakeet, or a cockatiel. I think a smaller cockatiel, the gray one. Just a mini otter and a rabbit. I think these were supposed to be shirt designs or just stickers, maybe. This is when I got that red colored pencil you can get from art stores that are erasables. There's a blue one, there's a red and blue one. Just a light drawing of a Chimecho. Rotom just zipping around, and then I just tried using circles to draw a Haunter with his hands. And then I just drew like a little dog, so it's a good size for a sticker, a little husky. And then I drew this Mewtwo, so this is actually my own drawing right here. So it's basically Mewtwo looking at you sideways, and then a bunch of Swift Stars just sitting here. So this is actually when I got this one. So this is actually the posable Mewtwo plushie. So his legs bend. He has a bendable wire in his back. It's up through here. So he can't stand. Only problem because he's top heavy. His tail at least anchors him. So this was from the Pokémon Center. They might still have some. So it was Mewtwo, not Zeraora. I think, wait. It was Mewtwo, Zoroark, Machamp, and I think Zeraora might have been one of them, but they're just like, might be about 5 or 6 inches, maybe 7 inches tall, depending on which one you got. But they are posable a little bit, just at least in the arms, the legs, and the tail if they have one. And his eyes are bordered. He's a pretty good size though. So I was using actually this plushie as a reference so I could draw him. And then this was me trying to draw Mewtwo just from my head, so I just made him into a different pose. So he's still staying in front of you, but it's just his proportions are a lot different when I just do them out of my head instead of using a reference. And then this was me trying to make my own shiny variations of Pokemon if we could change their shinies. So this is if Umbreon was actually albino and so was the Eevee line. So Eevee would actually have gold around its furs and ears. And then, not sure if you can see it. It's basically like silver Sharpie here, here, and here. And these are all Sharpie gold markers. And then I made another one, but I did Jolteon with silver collar fur instead of pure white. But I gave mine, like, I think, blue eyes. Instead of, I think the usual brown you get. Brown, it's either brown or dark. And then, just a regular Espeon with orange. I gave it orange eyes for some reason. And then I just did Jelly Roll. Sparkles in its eyes. It's a little streaky though when you use it. A couple of shirt designs I have on Redbubble. I have a dog one, but it's Dalmatian. I do got this penguin one. I don't think I got a fish one. And I don't got a parrot one, but these were, at least 2 of these out of 4 I made. It's just Kirby. And then the last thing I did was I was thinking about a bunch of different stickers I could make. So it's just a bunch of food items. But they have like little faces on them, so I figured that would be cool for like stickers or something.